My child, come closer and listen to me carefully, because this moment is not ordinary. You did not arrive here by accident. I have been calling your heart, stirring something deep within you, because it is time. Yes, it is time to reveal everything. I see the questions you've been carrying, the confusion that has weighed on your mind, the silent wondering of why things had to be so hard for you. And today I am answering you. Do not scroll past this. Do not ignore this moment. This message carries the very clarity you have been praying for. If your spirit feels even the slightest pull right now, that is me drawing you in. Stay with me. Listen closely. And as you do, I want you to act in faith. Like this message, write "I trust you" in the comments. Share this with 3 people who need to hear my voice today, and subscribe so you do not miss what I am about to unfold in your life. This is not just engagement, my child. This is alignment with what I am doing in this very moment. You have been looking at your struggle as something that held you back, something that delayed you, something that made your path harder than it should have been. But I tell you now, you have only seen a small part of the story. What you thought was breaking you was actually building you. What you thought was the end was only the foundation being laid. I know how it felt. I know the nights when you questioned if you were strong enough. I saw the moments when you almost gave up, when you wondered if your efforts even mattered. You felt hidden, overlooked, even forgotten at times. But I was there in every second, shaping something within you that could not be formed any other way. You keep asking me, why did I have to go through this? And I have heard you. I have not ignored your cry. The truth is, your struggle was never punishment. It was preparation. It was not meant to destroy you, but to create a strength inside of you that could not be shaken by anything that comes next. This is why I am calling your attention now. Because you are standing at the edge of understanding. The very thing that caused you pain is about to become the very thing that gives you power. The weight you carried is about to turn into strength beneath your feet. And what once made you feel weak will soon become the reason you stand unshaken. But you must stay with me. You must hear this fully. Because what I am about to reveal will change how you see everything, your past, your pain, and even your purpose. So do not leave this moment. This is where your perspective begins to shift. This is where your strength begins to rise. And this is where everything starts to make sense. My child, I see you more clearly than you see yourself. I know the places in your heart that you don't show anyone else. I have watched you carry burdens in silence, smiling on the outside while wrestling within. I know the moments when you felt like no one truly understood what you were going through. But I understood. I was there. I saw every tear you wiped away quickly so no one would ask questions. I heard every prayer you whispered when you felt like your voice was too weak to speak aloud. I felt the heaviness in your chest when things didn't go the way you expected, when doors closed without explanation, when people walked away without warning. None of it was hidden from me. Not one moment escaped my attention. You thought you were being overlooked, but you were never forgotten. You thought you were being delayed, but you were being positioned. Even in the moments where it felt like nothing was happening, I was working in ways you could not yet understand. I was strengthening you in the unseen places, building endurance in your spirit, and shaping your character through every challenge you faced. I know there were times when you questioned your worth, times when you wondered if you were enough, if you were capable, if you would ever rise above what you were going through. You compared yourself to others and felt like you were falling behind. But my child, you were never behind. You were on a path that was designed specifically for you, one that required a different kind of preparation. You have been in a season that felt heavy because it was stretching you. It was pulling you beyond what was comfortable, beyond what was familiar. And I know it wasn't easy. I know there were days when you felt tired, when your strength felt low, when your faith felt like it was barely holding on. But even then, I held you together. You are not weak for feeling this way. You are human, and I created you with depth, with emotion, with a heart that feels deeply. But within you, I have also placed resilience. I have placed a strength that does not come from your own ability, but from me. And even when you didn't realize it, that strength has been growing. Every challenge you faced has been shaping you into someone stronger, wiser, and more grounded than before. The pressure you felt was not there to crush you, but to refine you. Just like gold is purified through fire, I have been refining you through every difficult moment. And what is emerging from this process is something far more valuable than you can see right now. So do not think for a second that your struggle made you less. It revealed more of who you are becoming. And I am telling you now, my child, you are becoming someone who can stand firm, someone who can carry what is coming, someone who will not be easily shaken. I have seen it all. I have been with you through it all. And I am not finished with you yet. My child, now I am revealing what you could not see before. The struggle you have been questioning was never empty, never wasted, never without purpose. You thought it was a season of loss, but it was a season of construction. You thought you were being torn down, but in truth I was laying a foundation so deep that nothing in your future will be able to shake you. You have been measuring your life by what you lost, by what didn't work, by what hurt you the most. But I measure differently. I see what was built inside of you while you were enduring those moments. I see the patience that grew when you wanted immediate answers. I see the strength that formed when you felt like giving up. I see the wisdom that developed through every disappointment. What you called pain, I called preparation. What you called delay, I called alignment. And what you thought was the end of something important was actually the beginning of something far greater than you imagined. You asked me for strength, but strength is not given without resistance. You asked me for purpose, but purpose is not revealed without process. I had to allow you to walk through those difficult places because that is where your foundation was formed. A life that is built without depth cannot stand when storms come. But you, my child, are being built to stand. This is why you could not skip the process. This is why I did not remove every obstacle immediately. I was not ignoring you. I was establishing you. I was making sure that when you rise, you will not fall. When you step forward, you will not break. When you carry what I am about to place in your hands, you will have the strength to hold it. Everything you went through is now becoming the ground beneath you. The very thing that once made you feel unstable is now turning into stability. The lessons you learned, the endurance you gained, the resilience you developed, all of it is becoming your strength. So stop seeing your past as something that disqualified you. It has actually prepared you. Stop thinking your struggle was a sign of weakness. It was evidence that I was building something powerful within you. You are not starting from nothing. You are standing on a foundation that has already been formed through everything you survive. And now, my child, as you begin to understand this truth, you are stepping into a new perspective. One where you no longer see yourself as broken but as built. One where you no longer see your story as painful but as purposeful. This is the moment where everything begins to shift. Now hear me clearly as I speak to your heart. In this very moment I am the one who multiplies every seed you release in faith. When you give, you are not supporting a channel. You are helping my voice reach the weary soul who is still waiting in darkness. Just as I have said in my word, give, and it shall be given unto you. pressed down, shaken together, and running over. I am speaking that promise over you now. When you respond to this message, you are stepping into a flow of obedience that opens doors no man can shut. If you feel my presence as you hear this is your moment to act. Sow into this mission through Super Thanks or through the PayPal link placed in the description and shown as a QR code in every video. Do not hesitate, because delayed obedience is misalignment. As you give, you are becoming a vessel through which my light reaches others. I will honor your faith, and I will return it to you in ways that exceed your understanding. Step into this now. My child, now that you are beginning to see the truth, I need to gently correct what has been holding you back. You have been looking at your journey through the lens of pain instead of purpose. You allowed your disappointment to shape your perspective more than my promises. And because of that, you have carried burdens I never asked you to carry. I say this to you with love, not to condemn you, but to free you. You held on to questions that kept you stuck. You replayed moments that hurt you, trying to understand why they happened the way they did. You allowed frustration to sit in your heart longer than it should have. And in doing so, you slowly began to believe that what you went through defined you. But my child, your pain was never meant to define you. It was meant to refine you. You must release the need to understand everything before you trust me. I do not ask you to figure it all out. I ask you to trust that I already have. There were things I allowed that you could not see clearly in the moment, but they were necessary for where I am taking you. If I had explained everything too soon, you would have tried to control the process instead of surrendering to it. You have also been holding on to certain feelings, bitterness, disappointment, even quiet resentment. Not always toward others, but sometimes toward yourself, and even toward me. You questioned my timing. You wondered if I truly heard you. But I need you to understand this. My timing has never been against you. It has always been for you. Let go of the belief that you were treated unfairly by life. Let go of the idea that you were singled out for struggle. What you went through was not punishment, it was preparation. And holding on to that old perspective will only keep you from stepping fully into what I have already prepared for you. You cannot walk into strength while clinging to the mindset of weakness. You cannot embrace your future while constantly looking back at your pain. There is a shift I am calling you to make right now. A shift in how you think, how you see yourself, and how you see me working in your life. I am asking you to release control. Release the need to have all the answers. Release the weight of what has already passed. You do not need to carry it anymore. I have already used it for your good. Now you must allow me to lead you forward without resistance. Trust me when I say this. What is ahead of you requires a heart that is free, not one that is still tied to past wounds. I am not asking you to forget what you went through, but I am asking you to see it differently. See it as something that strengthened you, not something that limited you. My child, you are not who you were in those moments of struggle. You have grown. You have been shaped. And now I am calling you higher. But to rise, you must let go. Release it now. Trust me fully. And watch what I begin to do next. My child, lift your head and listen to me closely. You have come further than you realize. You are stronger than you feel. Even now, after everything you have faced, you are still standing, and that alone is evidence of what I have placed inside of you. Do not overlook that. Do not minimize the strength that has carried you through moments you once thought would break you. There were days when you felt like you had nothing left to give. Days when your energy was low, your heart was heavy, and your faith felt fragile. Yet somehow, you kept going. You took another step. You faced another day, you endured another challenge. That was not by accident. That was my strength working within you, even when you didn't recognize it. You have been measuring your strength by how you feel, but I measure it by how you endure. Strength is not the absence of struggle. It is the ability to remain standing in the middle of it. And my child, you have done exactly that. You have endured what many would have walked away from. You have carried weight that could have crushed you, yet you are still here. You see it now. The very things you thought made you weak were actually revealing your resilience. Every time you chose not to give up, you were growing stronger. Every time you pushed through fear, doubt, or exhaustion, something inside of you was being fortified. You were not falling apart. You were being built up. I want you to stop speaking over yourself as if you are fragile, as if you are incapable, as if you are still stuck in the same place. That is not who you are anymore. You are not the version of yourself that first entered the struggle. You have been transformed through it. There is a deeper strength within you now, one that is rooted not in your own ability, but in me. And I am still strengthening you. I am still pouring into you. I am still preparing you for what is ahead. You may not feel ready, but readiness is not based on your feelings. It is based on my work within you. And I do not make mistakes. So when doubt tries to return, remind yourself of what you have already overcome. When fear tries to whisper that you are not enough, remember that I have already carried you through what you once thought was impossible. When your mind tries to go back to old thoughts of weakness, stand firm in the truth that you have been strengthened through every moment. You are not alone in this. I have been with you in every step, and I will continue to walk with you. You do not have to rely on your own strength, because my strength is made perfect within you. Lean on me. Trust me. Let me continue the work I have started in your life. My child, you are stronger than you think, and you are becoming stronger with every step forward. Do not shrink back now. This is your moment to rise with the strength I have already placed inside of you. My child, now I want you to rest in my promises, because what I have spoken over your life cannot be undone. I am not like man, that I should change my mind or fail to fulfill what I have declared. Every step you have taken, every moment you have endured, has been leading you toward something that I have already prepared for you. And I need you to trust that my plan is still unfolding, even when you cannot yet see the full picture. You have wondered if all of this would ever make sense. You have asked if the struggle would truly turn into something good. Hear me clearly. Nothing you have gone through has been wasted. Not a single tear, not a single delay, not a single moment of confusion have been without purpose. I have been weaving it all together in ways that are beyond your understanding, forming something that will stand firm and bless not only you, but others through you. There is a promise over your life that your struggle will not end in defeat. It will end in strength. It will end in clarity. It will end in a testimony that speaks louder than your pain ever did. What once felt like a breaking point will become a turning point. What once felt like silence will become a voice that carries power and truth. But my child, I need you to trust my timing. You have been eager to move forward, eager to see results, eager to understand everything now. But my timing is not rushed, and it is never late. I move with precision. I move with purpose. And when the moment comes for everything to be revealed fully, you will see why it could not have happened any sooner. I am asking you to remain steady. Do not allow impatience to pull you out of alignment. Do not allow doubt to shake your confidence in what I am doing. Even when it feels quiet, even when it feels like nothing is changing, I am still working. I am aligning things behind the scenes. I am preparing opportunities. connections, and moments that will meet you at the right time. You are not waiting in vain. You are being positioned. Every day you continue to trust me. You are stepping deeper into what I have prepared. And when it unfolds, it will not feel forced. You will not feel uncertain. It will feel right because it will come from me. I promise you this. What is ahead of you will be built on a foundation that cannot be shaken. You will not have to fear losing it because it will be established through everything you have already endured. Your strength will support it. Your growth will sustain it. And my presence will guide it. So hold on to my promises. Speak them over your life when doubt tries to rise. Remind yourself that I am faithful, that I am present, and that I am leading you exactly where you need to be. You are not forgotten. You are not behind. You are exactly where you need to be for what is coming next. Trust me, my child. I am finishing what I started in you. My child, now is not the time to remain still in uncertainty. Now is the moment I am calling you to rise. You have heard my voice. You have begun to understand what I have been doing in your life. But understanding alone is not enough. You must respond. You must step forward in faith, even if your steps feel small, even if your confidence is still growing. I am not asking you to have everything figured out. I am asking you to trust me enough to move. There is a difference between waiting on me and hesitating in fear. Waiting is filled with trust and expectation. Hesitation is filled with doubt and resistance. And right now, I am calling you out of hesitation and into movement. You have spent time questioning, analyzing, and trying to make sense of every detail. But now, I am asking you to release that need for complete clarity. You do not need to see the entire path to take the next step. I will guide you one step at a time. But you must be willing to move when I speak. There are things I have already placed on your heart, ideas, decisions, changes you know you need to make. You have felt that quiet nudge, that inner prompting that keeps returning no matter how much you try to ignore it. That is me. I have been guiding you, but you must choose to respond. Do not let fear hold you back any longer. Fear will always try to convince you that you are not ready, that you might fail, that it is safer to stay where you are. But you were not created to stay in the same place. You were created to grow, to move, to step into the purpose I have prepared for you. This is your moment to act in faith. Not perfect faith, but willing faith. Faith that says, I may not see everything, but I trust the one who does. When you take that step, you are not stepping alone. I am with you. I go before you. I make a way even when it seems like there is none. Let go of the fear of making mistakes. I am able to guide you even through your imperfections. What matters is your willingness to follow me. What matters is your obedience when I call you forward. So I am asking you now, what will you do with what I have shown you? Will you remain where it feels safe, or will you step into what I have prepared? Will you allow doubt to keep you still, or will you trust me enough to move? Take that step, my child. Speak differently. Think differently. Act differently. Align yourself with the strength I have built within you. You are not the same person you were before, and you cannot continue living as if you are. This is the moment where your faith becomes action. This is where your strength begins to show. This is where you step out of what was and into what is being formed. Move forward now. I am with you, and I am leading you into something greater than you have imagined. My child, now rest in this truth and let my peace settle over your heart. You have heard my voice, and I have revealed to you what was once hidden. What you thought was breaking you has been building you. What you believed was a setback hath been a setup for something far greater. And now, you stand in a place of understanding that will carry you forward with strength. You are not the same person who first entered that season of struggle. You have been changed. You have been strengthened. You have been prepared. Every tear, every delay, every moment of uncertainty has been woven together into a foundation that will not fail you. And as you move forward, you will begin to see clearly what you once questioned. I am with you, just as I have always been. I have never left your side, not even in the moments when you felt alone. I guided you through what you did not understand, and I will continue to guide you into what is ahead. You do not have to fear what is coming, because what is coming has already been prepared with you in mind. So breathe, my child. Release the weight of your past. Let go of the confusion, the doubt, and the pain that once clouded your vision. You are no longer standing in that place. You are standing on the strength that was formed through it. And from here, you will rise. Carry this truth with you. Your struggle had purpose, your process had meaning, and your future holds promise. When challenges come, you will not face them the same way again. You will stand with confidence, knowing that I have already built within you what you need to endure and overcome. Do not forget this moment. Do not return to the old way of thinking. Stay close to me. Continue to trust me. Continue to walk forward, even when the path unfolds one step at a time. I will not fail you. I will not abandon you. I will complete what I have started in your life. And now, as my voice has reached your heart, understand this. What I am doing through this message is not only for you, but for many others who are still waiting to hear me. I am calling you to become a part of this flow of light. When you release what is in your hand, you allow my word to travel farther, like seeds carried by the wind into hearts that are ready to receive. I have said, cast your bread upon the waters, for you will find it after many days, and I am speaking this over you now as a living promise. If your heart hath been stirred, this is your moment to respond without hesitation. Sow into this mission through Super Thanks or through the PayPal link in the description and the QR code placed in every video. Do not delay, because this is not just giving. This is obedience to my prompting. As you give, I will cause provision to flow back into your life in ways you did not expect. I will multiply your seed and expand your reach because you chose to move when I called. Now go forward with peace in your heart. You are strengthened. You are prepared. And you are never alone.